Hello, friends and adventurers, and welcome back to Sally Cat Plays Blades of Exile. And back to the holding cells of the School of Magery. This is the same message that played on the other passage between holding cells and visitors' quarters. Blue and red lights start to play over you. You feel them lightly searing your flesh, cleansing away any nasty afflictions you may have picked up. It kind of hurts. Sign says, to administrative level, please linger on purification runes. Okay. So that is a viewing area for something. This platform was where the creatures that resided in these holding cells were teleported in. Now that the school is abandoned, the goblins are using this chamber as a garbage dump. And there's a poison fungus. No, a spore beast. Similar concept. Similar level of horribleness. And again, at least the goblins are putting their garbage in a corner and not so much all over the area. Closed gate that I can't open. Holding bays A, high longevity. Seems the goblins are perhaps doing some redecorating. Ooh, another goblin leader. Goblin leader did not drop any good loot. Org can basically... No, I can't quite carry a studded armor. I think maybe I'll use a medium healing potion. And a torch. Still can't carry the thing. There we go. Darts and poison, no thank you. Another bit of cracked wall here. Another glowing green gate. Storeroom. Dissection room, authorized personnel only. Oh, goody. The sign on the door said, unnervingly enough, dissection room. Despite that, this room seems mundane enough. All the room contains are 2 tables, and a ring of runes on the floor by the south wall. And we're saving. Stepping on the runes does nothing. Stepping inside the runes... Oh no! When you step into the ring of runes, Invisible knives begin to, with careful, precise strokes, slash you open. You jump back fast enough to save your life, but not your good health. Ugh. What do you mean, Lyra? Oh, I did not re-equip the lockpicks. Bookshelves! Not ruined ones! Not all of the moldy books on these shelves seem worthless. One of them, titled Alchemical Arcana, looks quite interesting. It's a book of alchemical recipes. Most of them are pretty dull. Cleansing solutions, beverages, and the like. One, however, is for a potion of greater alacrity. It's the recipe for a potion of weak speed, which requires comfrey root and wormgrass. You take note of it for future potion making. Yay. Okay. Might be magically locked. Really? Like most goblin tribes, the small tribe on this level needed a place to reverentially put their dead. They adopted this room for that sacred purpose. The bones actually aren't that interesting. Well, given that they are not getting up and attacking me, no, they're not that interesting. They've got a stone short sword and a bottle. I will let them keep those. Holding bays A, small and temporary. And I break yet another lockpick. I'll have to come back here later when I've got more spell points. It's a lizard. Why is there a giant lizard here? Because why not? Why are there 3 giant lizards here? Because why have just one lizard when you can have a whole pack of them? Viewing arena. When the school had a specimen they wanted to put on display, this arena was used. Rings of seats surround an open central area, where creatures could be put on display. Now that this level is controlled by goblins, however, this arena seems to be more for their amusement. Several undead creatures have been sealed up in the middle, no doubt to be taunted by the nasty little humanoids. Yaha. Fortunately, the undead creatures are not ones that are capable of ranged attacks. Also, I did notice at one point that there's a scroll over here that I can break down the wall to get. If I kill all of the undead now, will they respawn later? It wasn't an undead that hit me, it was a goblin that I didn't see. Oh, phooey. I'll just leave you alone for now. Ow. How dare. And what's this area the goblins have taken over? Holding Base B. Low longevity. Well, individually, the goblins do indeed have low longevity. And I see you there, Moldy Wall. Goblins have especially low longevity when adventurers come in. Misclicked. Is that food? It is food! Tasty mushrooms! There's a few of you in here. Eep. And despite questionable strategy, I escape to live another day. Some interesting architectural choices here. Including a random secret passage door. And a magic barrier that doesn't entirely hide this room. Ooh, much gold. Also, arrows. So many walls I can knock down. Somewhat fewer walls that I actually want to knock down right now. Is there a way into this chunk of building? It turns out there is. Control chamber. Nobody admitted. We'll see about that. So I believe this is where I need to input the magic word. But before we do that, I actually kind of want to scry the Dragon Pythras before she disappears on me. Before I get her released. Dirty, rotten, stinking goblins. So, which is actually the fastest way? I think through administration is going to be fastest. Pythris is level 39, has a huge pile of hit points and magic points, and 7th level mage and priest spells. Yeah, trying to attack her with a party this level would be suicide. And she's immune to magic and fire and resistant to cold and poison. Oof. Yeah, that would be an incredibly unpleasant fight. So we are not going to do that. Also, killing Pythris at this juncture would kind of break the scenario. So again, we are not going to do that. Little light, please. You sit down in the nice padded seat and start examining the controls. Unfortunately, it doesn't take long to figure out that they're completely dead. Pressing the unresponsive buttons gets boring pretty quickly. Okay, not that one. The top of this pedestal is smooth, flat, and featureless, and glows slightly. When you get close, you hear a soft, gentle voice. It says, "Please approach and sit to operate." When you sit in front of the pedestal, the voice says, "What is your command?" It seems to be waiting for you to say something. "Open!" You respond and wait for something to happen. After a moment, the voice says, "I am not aware of any meaning inherent in your response. I apologize for my inadequacy." Ah, lousy artificial intelligence. Let's try Quark. You say Quark, and the voice responds, "Command accepted." You wait. At first, it seems like nothing has happened. Then several things happen all at once. First, the floor and walls begin to shake slightly. Then the vibrations come in sharp pulses, as if mighty blows are being struck somewhere. The vibrations come faster and faster, and then suddenly cease. Then you hear, off in the distance, a mighty roar, followed by an impact, followed by silence. You look back at the pedestal for some clue of what has happened, but it has gone dark. Nothing else happens. Okay. And dead panel. And dead panel. Huh. This control panel has 3 buttons on it, labeled holding 1, holding 2, and holding 3. The first 2 are stuck in the down position. The third isn't. Push the button! You push the button. It makes a satisfying click. Nothing else happens, that you can tell. And another message of control chamber, nobody admitted. No, I don't want the garbage. I want the gold. Place where a holding cell might have changed status. Hello, one of these gates is now open. This book still contains the list of creatures held in these cells, creatures who were supposed to have long lifespans and who could be left here for some time. The last entries indicate that 2 of the cells were left occupied when the school was abandoned. The prisoners, Vazalko and seemingly sentient skeletal creature with stubbornly held weapon. Okay then. Also, Vazalko sounds like they might have imprisoned a human here? Did they seriously put one of the less cooperative staff members in long-term creature storage? Unless Vizelka was some kind of vampire or something. Asp fangs. Alright. Can be useful for alchemy, I guess. And then there's a bunch of magic barriers. Though at least one of, well, I could cheese this cell and enter it through the cracked walls if there was anything worth entering for. Ah, I can always save scum with a piercing crystal. Nope. That one did work. That is a demon. Oh boy, Roach is summoned. Okay, that was surprisingly easy. Good job, Margot. Killing that roach with your knife or sword or whatever I have equipped. Well, I'm sure the demon dropped good loot, but now I don't have a way of getting in the middle cell. Perhaps I can find another piercing crystal somewhere around here. Stop that. I said stop it. Well, let's see if I can explore at least a bit more of this area. Oh, boy, zombies. And a gem of some sort. How safe will it be to long wait here? Safe enough. Well, I was going to say wrong spell set, but honestly, can use the light. And pretty much nothing in here. Okay, then. There might be something in this little area. I'm not sure. I definitely will have to come back to the holding cells up here and storage. But for now, I think I might as well just skedaddle. What's left of administration shouldn't be too hard to navigate. It looks like a force of nature has smashed its way through this chamber. The exit to the south was blocked by a massive barrier, no doubt placed by the wizards of the school to keep intruders from penetrating farther into the school. The wizards did not reckon, however, on the wall having to deflect the attacks of an enraged dragon. Pythrus tore this wall down and passed through, having the fortunate incidental effect of enabling you to pass as well. And they never saw her again. And now we are somewhere rather different. This actually counts as outside. As you see, I am able to regular rest. So I will pick this back up in the next episode. Until then, have a good one, everybody.